Hey,
Is
what's Jariah?
I love you all. I hope you know that.
this thing on?
Hey, so
I get the FaceTime to work.
you're
Oh my
standing too close to the camera. You can only see like 2/3 of your face.
What?
Back up. There we go. Now we can see all of you. Well, the parts of you that matter.
What you talking about? All parts of me matter.
Well, yeah.
Let's not
In
turn this into
general.
a Black Lives Matter debate, all right? Can we all just get going with the session now? This recording's already started.
Wait, what? Recorded.
Oh, it already started? Well, what's up?
Tanner, stop saying the N-word. We're recorded.
In my day, you can say whatever word you want.
Anyway, who would like to do the recap of what happened last time?
Oh no, you scared off Molotto.
What was that too?
Oh no!
Specifically.
Now there's only one Molotto in the chat.
Oh my god.
Sure, I say.
Shudder to think of the day when we will have zero. Oh, he's back. Praise the Lord.
Welcome to my daily life, folks. Anyway. Yeah, I don't think the camera's gonna turn on for that one, sir. May as well just leave it be.
No, I will make
He
it work.
said no.
Beat it till it works.
Alrighty, now, which of us is going to do the recording? Which of us are going to do the recap?
We fought another fucking barrage, and it very much decided to do a Tokyo classic, a Japan classic of kamikaze.
It summoned the
Except it didn't
divine
work
wind.
this time.
We'll say that. We'll say that.
That happened. We don't have our dragon with us because he's too scared to go into the battlefield right now.
Just 'cause he's a pussy.
You tell him, Oladeto.
Pussy ass dragon. Back in my day.
And we also fought a giant bug.
Damn fucking bugs.
That reminds me, did I ever take that thing out of your guys' character sheets?
Nope.
No?
A giant bug.
Coolio, let
It
me...
wasn't as big as
I
that
got
roach I
eyeball.
saw in Cancun that one time.
I got the Rimroz eyeball.
There. No longer
Nothing
in y'all's
compared to
character
that
sheet.
giant cockroach I saw in Cancun. That thing was humongous.
Oh yeah, and apparently it's now canon that Sigmund is afraid of bugs.
Yeah, it is.
He took one look at that thing and immediately noped the fuck out of there.
I was still there. I just was terrified the entire time. Well, not the entire time, otherwise I wouldn't have been able to fight. But
Though you did flip your way onto its head.
yeah, I don't have to look at its fucking eyes if I'm on top of it.
No, you're right. It
Or do
said
I
you
have
have
to
to
look
be
at its
touching
leg?
it. Anyway.
Touching it is not bad.
Anyway. So,
I'm touching it to kill it.
I
Also,
believe where we left off, you guys were just entering the antechamber where the dragon block staff was located.
Oh, good.
Sigmund is going to look back at everyone and with a questioning look on his face and say, "Orgy? No, we'll do that later."
Orgy? Where?
Oh, not. Oh, wait. Gotta do that voice. Not with deadbeats.
Alright. As you all enter the room, you notice it's basically just a large circular platform. And there doesn't really seem to be anything here.
So is this just a fall into the void, or is there a wall?
It's a wall.
It's a wall.
Um,
Yes. The wall here is. Oh wait. The wall here is made out of wall.
But
All here is made out
Have
of
ears.
as you all move closer to the center of the room, you notice a large green gem
okay.
sitting on the ceiling, attached to a rod. And through basic assumptions, you all can assume that this is a dragon block staff attached to the ceiling of this room.
This like center ceiling or like the
I'm gonna
top
take it.
or
Uh,
the ceiling.
the ceiling's about 20 feet up.
I could jump that high. No, I couldn't. Maybe.
I could throw Sigmund that high.
You could throw me that high. Throw me!
I could fly that high.
All right.
Ninra can fly!
Throw me!
Who needs to throw people when Ninrar can fly?
Ooh.
This is what Nimble said. But Nimble was like, after Sigmund said, "Yeah, just throw me out." I'm like, I can fly, but I want to see this.
All right.
Throw me! Throw me!
All right. You know the step up motion that you'll do, people do when give someone a boost over.
Yeah.
I think that ass was. That's nowhere near where my mind went. My mind went immediately to Colossus and Wolverine fastball special.
My food has arrived. I shall be right back.
Okay.
Quick.
Okay. Anyway.
Anyways,
Hand signs like a motherfucker.
As he just mashes his hands together at random.
You can't tell what hand signs I was doing, just like Kakashi.
So I assume we just wait for him to get back if he's actually aiming for that throw.
for real.
My deaf friend asked me what Eminem is saying in Rap God. Me.
No, actually, since he just described it as him basically giving you a boost, and if you're trying to make that jump, make me the athletics check with advantage since he's providing assistance.
Oh no, that hurt. It's like a flip up. I can do a cool flip, I swear.
Just because you do a flip does not mean the straight jump is not athletics.
I can like jump, run up the wall, and run on the wall.
Or like in the middle of a room, there's no walls to jump off of. That's close enough.
Well, he never described that it was in the middle of the room. It could have been where that giant green circle in the corner of the room is.
He did. He did.
I literally did. I said it was in the middle of the room.
Attached to a giant green crystal, there was a rod sticking out of the thing, 20 feet up in the middle of the room.
Alrighty, so Sigmund, you get propelled up into the air, and you're just shy of it, and you fall back down to the ground.
Can land the fuck out of it though.
You stuck the landing though.
Face plant's here.
How can I throw him?
Goddamn face plant's here.
So by throwing him, are you meaning like grab him by his clothing and launching him?
His athletics to
Yeah,
throw me.
just grab him by the clothing and throw him up.
Alrighty.
He yeets me. He yeets me like a. He yeeted me.
Alrighty. Sigmund, make me an acrobatics check.
I can do that. Fucking yeah!
Alrighty, so as Jojo just fucking yeets you straight up to it, you manage to reach your hand out and grab onto it as you're going up and plant your feet right onto the roof of the ceiling. But the staff is embedded into the ground or into the ceiling. So literally the only thing holding you up is the fact that you're holding on to the staff with your feet planted on the ceiling. So if you want
So
to try
this is
to
what my
pull it,
master felt like.
so if you want to try to pull it out of the ceiling, I'm going to need a straight strength check.
Straight strength. Okay. This isn't gonna be good, guys. I don't get my proficiency bonus with straight strength. Ooh.
Well, it was nice knowing you.
11.
That is
That's an
so.
11.
So you tug at it, but this thing's just not budging.
Hmm.
I have a question.
What's that?
Do it again. I did it again.
What's your question, Hatter?
Can I carry someone, like just one person in my radiant soul, or is that gonna be like?
Yeah, you can carry up to one person in your radiant soul.
Okay.
So anyway, Sigmund, with that 18 strength check, you tug at it again, and this time it wiggles, but it wiggles a lot more than you were expecting it to, as the ceiling beneath you starts to crumble.
Oh, that's not good. That's not good at all.
Where's the goddamn
And make me another strength check.
This isn't gonna be good. That's a
Alrighty.
5.
So you lose your grip.
5.
You lose your grip on the staff as you fall back to the ground.
I'm not gonna take damage
No, you're not.
because
However, the staff is now coming down very slowly as this chunk of ceiling just slowly falls to the ground and flips over and makes and just kind of stares at you guys.
With what eyes?
So wait, if the ceiling. Oh, okay. I don't have time to jump up and try to grab it, do I?
Nope.
Wait,
Sir,
what?
would you mind like positioning yourself where your balls aren't in my face? I would really appreciate that.
All right. Here, let me try to get you guys a better image of what it looks like here. Let me just.
I know what it looks like. So.
Like seriously, your amber balls are right.
That's what it looks like. That green gem on the top of it is the dragon block staff. This is a magical guardian that was sent to protect the dragon block staff.
For fuck's sake, alright, let's...
And I need everyone to roll for initiative.
Do you speak common or not?
I rolled a
started.
0.8 for its initiative.
We're all
Bruh.
going ahead.
Ow. Oh, it's got an 8 for
Oh.
its modifiers an 8. Like its score is an 8. Oh, that means it's gonna be really easy to hit. Hopefully.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, your spells and shit.
No, here, Sigmund, real quick. I'm gonna move you out of this thing's. Yeah. Is that everyone? I am missing a Moladetto. There it is.
Oh,
There he
I'm
is.
going first. Bitches.
Okay.
Finally.
Alright, so yeah. Jariah, it is your move first. What you got?
Well, let's see. We're not fighting anything under large. Or larger under. Damn it.
That's large.
That's huge, isn't it?
No, it's only large. If it were huge, it would. If it were huge, it would look like this.
Yeah.
So it's large.
Oh. Well, if that's the case, why not? We're gonna go Dragoon.
Okay.
I see your face, Hatter.
What-
see your
What's with Hatter's face?
I can see your face. There's some fuckery afoot.
There's fuckery afoot.
Some fuckery afoot. I can see it.
Yeah, it affects Winglies. I'm gonna be useless in this fight.
Damn, son.
But for this turn, we're just gonna poke it.
Alrighty. So,
Kinda
real
rude.
quick. As you transform into your Dragoon state, instead of feeling this overwhelming sense of power that you would normally feel, this power is instead turned into weakness. All of your bonuses are henceforth reversed.
Oh shit. Well then, if that's the case, we're taking that back.
No,
That
too late.
attack.
Oh, you're taking the attack back? Okay.
Yeah. No, I can turn off the Dragoon form.
Nope, I
Right?
did not install a way for you to turn it off prematurely.
Oh, so you didn't. Fine then. We'll do this
You
instead.
can't, though. Just knock him unconscious.
Fuck
Good
that.
thing I did
Just do this instead.
You're gonna cast Demon
25.
Spate. Okay. And let's see, it makes the save with advantage.
Yep.
And what's the DC for it?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Because you didn't make the spells use. You made my spells use intelligence.
I should have already set it up.
Yeah, 8 plus proficiency plus modifier.
Though because he's in his Dragoon state, the DC is going to be lowered.
Yep. Normally DC 14, so.
So with the modifiers, we'll change
12.
it. We'll drop it to a 12. And let's see, with advantage, easily makes the save.
Oh, that's all I need to know.
Well, Nadetto, how do you feel after going into your Dragoon state?
Like I had way too much to fucking drink.
So don't turn into your Dragoon, is what I'm hearing.
Oh,
Good
so
to
it's a normal
know.
Thursday night for ya.
I don't think the staff knows how to spell. Alrighty. And is that the end of your turn, Jariah?
Yeah.
You see, it's not the staff that doesn't know how to spell. It's you who doesn't know how to read, sir. Go ahead and read the first couple sentences of your Dragoon's definition.
I know, it's a dragon spirit.
Alrighty. And as it moves on to John's turn, the giant gem in the center of this construction leans towards all of you, and actually more towards Jariah, Jojo, and Sigmund here, and releases a laser shot from its eyes
Hello, sir.
for hitting you all for 14 radiant damage.
Oh.
And I only resist radiant damage while in the Dragoon form, right?
Come again? Sorry.
My radiant resistance is only while I'm in the Dragoon form, right?
Correct.
All
And
of us.
if it's reversed now, it would be
It would be
radiant
weakness.
weakness. So don't go Dragoon.
Okay, so it's all of us.
No, just Jariah, Sigmund, and Jojo.
Okay.
And that was 14.
Yes, 14 radiant damage. Alright, John, your turn.
All right. So I'm not gonna make that same mistake.
Yeah, don't.
So I'm just gonna go up to it. Let's see here. And I'm gonna
Are your Dragoon
slash
bonuses
at-
still on?
Oh, let me make sure. Oh, oops. That would have been a mistake.
Yeah. Last thing we
All
need
your
is
strengths are weaknesses now.
turn off all those. Okay. There you go.
All right.
Knock me unconscious real quick.
All right. So let's slash at it. Hopefully everything's off.
Alrighty. And that does not break its AC, sir.
Okay, swing again. Oh, okay, that doesn't.
Okay, you got one more swing. And that also doesn't hit.
Oh, mother.
Ooh.
Is that the end of your turn?
Yep.
Alrighty. Ninvar, your turn.
So hearing Jariah say that, I'm just gonna do this
Okay.
for my bonus action. Throw that on, which activates that.
Okay. And you deal extra radiant damage per hit now, right?
No, I do not.
No? Sure?
Oh yes,
'Cause-
I do.
Yeah.
You can.
Okay.
No, I do.
No, it says you can. As in, you could choose not to. Because you have to choose which attack does it, because it's once per turn.
Let's go roll for it.
Alright. So let's see. So that's 15 slashing damage plus 9 cold damage, 3 sneak attack, and 11 radiant. Oh boy, I have to do math now. Hang on.
Wait,
What? What are we waiting
never
for?
mind.
Okay,
No, I was trying to figure out something.
so as you take your slash at it, you notice that your attack doesn't seem to do much. So let's see. So the slashing damage is cut in half because it's resistant to slashing. So that's 7 minus 9. 7 plus 9, my bad. 16.
That was
16 plus 3 for the sneak attack is 19. But it takes your radiant damage and absorbs it. So that's minus 11. So you dealt a total of 8 points of damage to it.
Okay. And then
Jojo, I get the feeling that that at this point, a good percentage of our party is almost useless now.
Okay? Oh, wait. I'm sorry. None of those attacks even hit.
that's what I was
Yeah.
saying. Wait,
That's
I'm
what
sorry.
I said. No, like that was
Y'all
I
need to
was like-
stop me sooner, damn it.
oh no, hold on. You said not to say anything because if we said if something misses, you're gonna treat it like a miss. So I held my tongue.
No. If you said something misses and it would have hit anyway.
Right.
I still hold my tongue.
Anyway. So, sorry. Please, continue with your turn.
Um,
I'm that is stupid.
I was gonna let you make this stupid. I was like, oh,
You're gonna let
Then
me
you shut
make
up.
it because it benefit you, damn it. The only reason you were gonna do it.
and
Really?
I'm gonna just end my turn.
The lighting is bright light. Scarcer.
Okay.
Dang.
Speaking of which, you said that was the end of your turn?
Yep.
Alrighty. Your turn, Jojo.
I thought you were about to give it another legendary action, like, oh shit.
No. Though it does have one.
Seeing the people that are better at
So-
hitting things with weapons not hit things with weapons, I'm gonna go for a spectacular approach.
Spectacular approach. Oh boy.
Ooh, I could even use my 6th level slot for this. Actually, for 3d8 on a bonus action for a minute? Yeah. Okay, casting Spiritual Weapon at 6th level.
Okay. And that actually hits.
Woo!
Wow, you dealt like fucking max damage with that too.
I was actually 5 points off of max.
Still,
I had 2 8s and a 3.
that's 23 points of force damage. Not bad, not bad.
And I just need to real quickly. And then also that. Total Dead.
Toll the Dead. And it needs to make a wisdom save.
Yep.
DC 16.
Yep.
It succeeds.
Okay. And I think I can take a fucking opportunity attack, so I'm gonna back up a bit and just leave. Just need a duplicate of my token.
Okay. So as you step away, it picks up. It telekinetically picks up a rock and throws it at you.
Oh, I guess they're damn.
And it misses, but still, it picked up a rock and threw it at you.
Damn, it gets it fucking
bastard.
range attacks for its goddamn reactions. Something.
And as it's coming between Jojo and Sigmund's turn, it's going to pick up another rock, and it's going to throw this one at Ninrar.
Is that a projectile?
As it strikes Ninrar in the face for 15 bludgeoning damage.
Projectile? Is it a projectile?
Technically, yes.
Technically, it's what's catching me.
You're a monk. You know what to do.
I am looking for it because I don't remember what to do. It's been so long since I actually used it.
I got you, buddy.
Let's see. 1d10 plus your
I got
dex
you.
plus your level. So roll me a d10 to try to reduce the damage, sir.
Well, wait. It hit him for 15, right?
Oh, yep.
If
Okay.
it hit him for 15, then he automatically would reduce it to 0.
No, it wouldn't. Because if he'd rolled a 1, his dex modifier isn't high enough to reduce it to 0.
I thought you said plus your level.
Yes. His level is 10. His monk level is 10.
Isn't his dex 15? Or isn't his
No,
dex 20?
No.
My monk is 11.
Oh, your monk is 11. That's right. Y'all are level 12 now. And no, his dex is not 20.
Mine is 20.
Okay,
My
but,
dex is
Hell,
16.
but
Ninrar,
with a
you're
roll of
slacking.
10, yeah, you caught that shit.
I'm just gonna
Throw it back at him.
hold it. Could I?
Yeah, you can throw it back.
Dan,
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna throw it back at him.
I'm gonna keep on
Roll me an attack roll.
attack with the weapon, with the ammunition you just caught.
It's literally just a rock.
How big is the rock?
Probably about this big. All right, hang on. I gotta roll. I gotta roll the damage for this shit now. Hang on.
Just rock
It was a fucking rock.
throws it back.
So you threw it back at him, and it smacks the jewel right in the face for fucking 24 bludgeoning damage.
Literally just. Yeah.
Ah, that's fucking funny.
I'm gonna turn to Jariah and be like, "You were saying?"
Yeah, this bitch empty.
Alright. Sigmund, it's your
I think had
turn.
her like being.
You're still
I
slacking.
don't think Ninrar like miss. I don't think Ninrar like missing. I don't think Ninrar like missing all of his attacks, and he was like, none of that.
I have a magical sight and I
Okay.
miss.
Is it floating close to the ground?
Yes, it is hovering about 2 or 3 feet off the ground. You can easily reach
Is
it
it
with your
floating close
fists.
to the ground?
I just answered the
Sir?
question. Can you not hear me?
Okay. Well, that's not my question. My question is. No, the question is. I can. I don't want to punch it right now. I want to climb it.
You want to climb it.
Can you not hear me?
I can hear you just fine. Why do you want to
Yo,
climb
starting
it?
to break up.
My bad.
Alright, hang on. Oh no, you're breaking up. Anyway. Sure. You can attempt to climb it.
Or like run up it because it's like stone.
The thing is jagged.
That's fine. I'm cool with that.
Moves like Jagger.
Our role would it be
Meaning
to climb on top of it?
meaning it wouldn't be an acrobatics or anything, it would be an athletics check to climb up on top of it.
I will give it my all.
And you okay. I don't know. But I feel like some punishment is in order.
So 14.
Okay? You managed to climb on top of it.
Do I see the staff? I see the staff, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd like to go over to it and try to yank it out. Well, I'd like to go over to it and try to yank it out if my next turn, if climbing up it took my action.
It would have taken all of your movement speed.
That's fine. But it did not take my action. Or is the staff farther than 5 feet from me? Or farther than like where I just climbed up onto it?
You should be able to reach it.
Okay.
Go ahead and make me a strength check.
No.
You're not
Not
King
happening right
Arthur,
now.
lad.
Is that everything for you, sir?
Bonus action, unarmored, not patient defense.
Okay, link the verbiage for me.
Patient defense.
Oh, for a key point, he takes dodge as a bonus action.
Is that it for you?
Yep, that's it.
Okay. Do-do-do.
Oh.
Let's see here. What's this one do? I gave it a bunch of spells and I didn't actually read what they did.
Oh no.
Oh. Is this the spell list you were like telling us earlier?
Yep.
I know what some of those spells do if I can find them. Oh, you put in the meme chat. Memes.
I'll just pick one at random.
Oh, fun. That's fun. Some of those are fun.
Yes. Yes, they are.
I see one of
Let's
them
see.
that would be very much not fun. Let's hope it's not the one I'm thinking of.
Don't tell them that.
Mhm.
That'll go through the entire spell list trying to find it.
Oh, I've already found it. Anyway.
Heck?
Not the bees.
Ah,
Alrighty, well, the first thing it's doing is, with Sigmund on top of it, by the way, it's going to levitate itself up to the ceiling in an attempt to crush him.
Can I hang off? Can I hang off to the side?
Well, you can leap off.
how do you? Good job, ants. Just
Hmm?
bravo.
He said, good job.
I take its movement. I'm taking some of its movement. That's what I'm realizing.
Okay, but it is now 20 feet in the air. As, let's see.
There was me jumping on him. Oh no, maybe not. Well, this turn, but
If someone turned the radio on in the building downstairs, I had to mute it for the room.
As you guys are staring at it, it reaches the ceiling, and all of a sudden, your vision around it starts to blur. And it becomes very difficult to pin down.
blink.
And that is actually the end of its turn.
Wait, where am
Jariah,
I?
you're on the ground now.
Is that cleric spell?
The fuck?
So it's about 20 feet in the air.
Wait, did he cast blink or blur?
Neither.
Neither. Oh. Is it something you can just do, or did he cast a spell? Because
It casts a spell.
Okay. So
Here,
out
let
of
me.
character, I'm trying to see if JoJo would recognize it as a. Is it a cleric spell?
Maybe? I don't fucking know.
Yeah. So what spell was it? I'm trying to see if
Mirror image. It's an illusion spell.
it is
It's a second level spell.
not a cleric spell. So JoJo has no fucking clue.
On my list. I'm gonna read it. Oh, fuck, what to do?
So you do still have your fly speed, Jariah. It's just half of what it used to be.
Yes, so now I move 25 feet.
Oh, did Sigmund fall off, or is he still
Yeah.
at it?
No. Unless I wanted to be crushed to death. No.
Wait, you're not still on it?
No, he's not still on it.
Mother.
I would have died if I had, right?
You would have taken damage for sure.
You wouldn't have died, though.
But
I
how
would have been
much?
able to.
Oh.
Because
Oh,
if
so there's
it's
like
somewhere
four.
in the like
So we see
10,
like
10
four of it.
range, I'll take
Seeing
that
double
risk.
it.
You know what?
You said it was mirror image, right?
Yeah.
So in its space there's four of it. It says 3 illusory duplicates of yourself appear in your space. Okay.
That make it harder to hit.
Yes.
I mean, yeah, you don't know which one's the real one.
And they are constantly shifting positions, so it makes it, even if you can identify it, it'd be difficult to hit a second time.
Right. It's impossible to track which image is real. Yeah, if I were a trickery cleric, I'd know what's going on. I know the spell,
It's
but
not considered hiding.
What?
So it's not considered hiding.
Nope.
Wait, did it go into the part of the ceiling that it came down from, or did it go into like a part of the ceiling that it hadn't come down from?
It was the part of the ceiling that it came down from. So,
No, but like
so
no, like when it
basically,
floated
the
up to
ceiling, the ceiling is flat, but it was hanging from the ceiling where it came down from.
With that, did it when it floated up? Did it go to a flat part of the ceiling or the part of the ceiling it was hanging from?
It went to a flat part.
oh, wait, my
It,
strategy is
Okay,
it was trying to squish you, sir.
okay, just making sure.
So we're gonna use this as a bonus action.
Okay. Alright. And it saves. And did we decide it was half damage on a save or no damage on a save for that?
Well, my
That's
Kamehameha is
definitely.
half damage.
Yeah, I'm not sure because it's supposed to be a range. You said to make it a ranged spell attack, so it takes damage on a hit. But then you made it a save and didn't update it.
I'm so confused. I really gotta stop doing shit while I'm half asleep.
Here,
Let's see.
I'll just paste it. Boom.
Okay. So, why the fuck did I write it in as a save?
I don't know.
I think I was aiming for the death ball for the save. Because that's supposed to be a con save. I don't fucking know. Either way, let's just change that to a ranged ranged spell attack rather than a save. That's not supposed to be a save.
Okay. So then I'll roll a d20.
Yeah. And that does not hit.
Could be a
It's okay.
disadvantage.
Because
Doesn't matter.
we're also gonna shoot 3 of those at it. See if
Eldritch
any of those hit.
Blast! Well, the first one hit, that's for sure. The second two do not. So. Okay, I lost my brain there for a second. Alright, so that hits, and it deals a fair chunk of damage.
Eldritch Blast, bitch!
Is that your turn?
No. I am actually going to move 25 feet away from his potential. Well, that's far enough. That
Okay.
far.
John, your turn.
Okay. And you say this thing is like what? How many feet in the air?
About 20.
Alright. Let's see. I just use the crossbow.
You gonna use a crossbow?
Yep.
Alrighty, roll me an attack.
Alright. Give me a moment.
quick.
Yeah.
I don't mean to go against the team, but mirror image, because you have it up. You should be rolling like a d20 to see if it hits.
Right. See, I
any
forgot.
mirror images
See, I forgot about that.
on a 6 or higher with 3 duplicates. It's not gonna hit.
Anyway, John, that crossbow fails to hit. And since the crossbow is a loading feature, that's the only shot you get.
All right. And I guess that's the end of my turn.
Alrighty. Ninrar, as it passes in between your turn and John's turn, the jewel fires up another laser shot. This time targeting Jojo. Sorry, not Jojo. John, Ninvar, and Sigmund.
It has it out for me.
Oh boy, oh boy.
Don't freak out. The only one it actually hit was Ninvar for 18 radiant damage, and he actually has resistance to radiant damage, so it's only 9.
No.
I think I fired off a Kamehameha right before.
So I do have a question about blind sight.
What's that?
The spell, since I'm gonna paste the text from what the compendium
Yeah.
says.
I know what the compendium says,
Oh.
but it also says if. But it also says that the spell specifies as if you're relying on it. You're not relying on it. You're relying on your normal sight. The blind sight is just kind of a bonus to see things that are hidden.
Oh, okay. I was kind of confused on the wording a little bit.
No,
That's
you're
what
good.
I was going to ask. So it's 20 feet in the air. I'm gonna fly up 20 feet.
Okay.
Right, change that to 20. And I'm going to try to slash at it.
All right. Roll me them hits. That hits.
Roll a d20.
Thank you.
Hold on, no one's up there with me. Okay, so
Great.
yeah.
Alrighty, so that hits, but you strike a duplicate.
All right, I'm gonna go again.
Okay. And that does not hit.
And spend a key point for fewer blows.
That also does not hit. And that one does hit. And you manage to strike the real being.
Oh. Must have rolled below an 8.
Hold on, that should have some poison on it. Because those were the knuckles that I got. Where did it go? I am missing an item. For some odd reason.
I recall adding the... That was not what I meant to do.
Let's look at an older version of Ninro.
Roll a d20.
I'm not rolling a d20.
No, it's because those are the knuckles from the green dragon.
Yeah, they should be on here. It's weird that they're not.
You're wearing
Oh,
Spinach's
your
mother.
monk unarmed strike updated, so it reset them.
Oh, hold on. I have an old copy of Ninwall. Let me try to find them. I don't want the opinion. I want my character vault.
Yeah, that's right. I remember because we changed your unarmed strike to slashing damage because you had the back of the hand claws, and I think it dealt, what was it, an extra 2d4 poison damage?
I think it was. I have an old copy of Ninwall with it on. That's why I gotta go into the sandbox. Give me 1 second. There's so many things to load. This was a horrible idea.
Anyway, yeah, just go ahead and
Oh, you
reroll the damage for it.
did you update the sheet?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, just reroll the damage. We'll keep that hit. So it's 4 slashing and 4 poison. So let's do that. Come back. There we go. Okay.
Okay.
There we go. Alright, is that the end of your turn?
Yes. I'm just gonna hover right here on my radiant form.
Alrighty. Jojo, your turn.
Let's see. So, can a bonus action try and attack it with the spiritual weapon? That's
Yeah. Yeah.
I reckon
Sadly does not hit.
All right. Then action is gonna be the shatter spell.
Boy. Alright. Let's make a con save of 16.
Yep. Oh, and if it. Oh wait, there's a. Hold on. There's something in the description.
Right, if it's a construct, it has disadvantage on it, huh? Or it automatically fails.
Let me double check.
Show
A
spell
creature
description.
made of inorganic materials such as stone, crystal, or metal has disadvantage on the saving throw.
Okay, so I will roll it again and take the lower number. Alrighty, so it does succeed, and it's half damage on a success?
Yep.
Alrighty. Alrighty, is that the end of your turn?
Yep.
Alright, Sigmund, your turn.
Actually, I'm gonna move. But that's end of turn.
Okay.
Hey, Drew, I did find the old damage.
You did?
Yes, it's 1d6 plus 1d4.
Nah, we'll leave it as it is. It's better this way.
Okay.
You're stronger now. You deal more damage.
Okay. That's running it by you.
Now. I should turn that on. I should turn my Dragoon bonuses off. I haven't really been I haven't been rolling anything that adds my Dragoon bonuses, fortunately, but So it's 20 feet in the air right now.
Mm-hmm.
I can't fly.
Nope.
Could I use my Kamehameha to propel myself onto its side? And like latch onto it like Goku in the World Tournament of Dragon Ball.
You know what? I'll allow it. I will allow it. Though you will have to make me. You'll have to make me a Then we'll make it an acrobatics check for aiming, and we'll make it a sleight of hand check for catching.
Okay. Yeah.
And an athletics check to actually stay attached rather than just smacking into it.
Okay. Acrobatic. But acrobatics. It's a 17. That's not a good roll, but it's decent.
Right. So you're able to aim properly as you fire.
Sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand for the catch. You slip your hand at first, but you do manage to latch on to it towards the bottom of it. And
Okay.
strength check. Athletics check.
This is the
This is the
one,
clutch
boys.
right here. This is the
This
clutch
is
right
the
here.
clutch. This is the clutch. Don't fuck me, athletics. Let's go!
All right. And as you reach up, you grab onto it and you just clutch onto it for dear life as your second hand comes up and just. Oh, that was close.
I am awesome.
Alrighty, and I will give you up to 5 feet of movement speed if you want to try to get out from being on the bottom of it.
Yes, I will. Use my step of the wind. Movement speed than 5, so I can get like dead center or like almost to the top of it, but not quite on the top, so it can't like crush me or like anything.
Okay.
And yeah, that'll be my. I think that's gonna be my turn.
Alrighty. As it comes back to the Grand Jewel's turn, you notice that the large jewel on its front starts to glow blue. And I need everyone to make me a charisma saving throw.
I'm not good at that.
Fuck you.
I'm not good at that. That's a natural 20 though, so I look up at the jewel and I wink.
Eddie.
Charisma saving throw. Charisma saving throw.
Charisma
Yep.
save.
I
Alrighty.
rolled the highest.
And you still
Oh,
failed.
God. Fuck.
And you still failed.
This is some bullshit.
Alrighty. And as the stone glows blue, the entire room turns blue. And all of your core stats drop by 2 points.
Wait, isn't
Yeah.
it a natural 20? Like almost.
That's just a -1 to everything. Rude.
spell is that? I'm actually curious.
Yes.
What?
What was that?
What spell was that? I'm actually curious.
That was a unique ability that this thing has called Time Reverse.
Oh, so like
That sounds very familiar.
Gee, really? It's almost like you've played the game before, sir. Anyway.
Well, no, hold on. Not because of that. Because of the Mad Hatter in the sandbox.
Natural 20 automatic success in combat?
Anyway, so yeah, every last one of your core stats drops by 2 points.
Oh, just the last one.
No, every one of them. Don't try to word your way out of this, sir. And that brings us to Jariah's turn.
Jariah's fixing his stats real quick.
Okay. So do keep in mind what your original stats were. They will go back to normal after this fight.
2 points higher.
Natural 20 didn't do shit. I have no more faith in natural 20s anymore.
What's the DC on that?
22.
Oh, 22. So I
Wouldn't have
could
been
have made it
able-
with a.
So Sigmund's
could've
still
made it.
on the thing, right?
I am.
Yes, Sigmund's still attached to it. And Ninvar is pretty close to it as well.
Well, I'm gonna use my bonus action.
Okay. Okay.
Just fixing things real quick. Set that to change name. Perfect. Make sure that yeah. I'll fly right up to it.
So that sadly does not hit. That one does, though. And let's see a d20 real quick. Alrighty. So as you fly up to it, you plant your blade into it, and you manage to destroy one of its decoys. It only has one left.
Is there like a little decoy of me on it now? Just floating around. Just
No.
That is a really good question because that would be able to pinpoint which one it is by looking for Sigmund.
This means I should have Sigmund roll an athletics check to stay on if it's moving as rapidly as it is.
no, you shouldn't. Let's just say that there's another version. There's like a mini version of me on it. That's why it was
What is
Question is he holding on to the right one?
that? Is an excellent question.
We will find out if you kill that laser decoy. All right.
Alrighty. And I believe that brings us to John's turn.
Okay. Looking around and
Yes,
seeing
that it
what the
does.
hell I haven't used yet.
You know, a funny thing is, I was gonna have the Grand Jewel come back down so that you guys could fight it on equal terms, but y'all keep flying up to it.
I didn't fly up to it. I jumped up to it.
There's only 2 flyers right
There is
now.
a difference.
Yeah, but more than half the party is in the air right now.
I am hanging on to it. All right. I may do.
In the air.
I may do.
Wait. How
You're
does that?
leaving
Okay.
your fighter with no real ranged options. You're abandoned.
Throw your
Out of
sword.
combat. Don't
Throw
throw your
your-
sword. Do not
throw
throw
your
your sword.
I had a
How
feeling I
does-
was probably
how does
gonna
the
use
spell
like one
affect
spell.
My belt. So I have a belt of storm giant strength.
Here, I'll toss you my boomerang.
That's setting my strength at
Okay.
21. Does the spell override? Does the ability override that? Because it's still like reverse time on the belt, and it's still a belt of storm giant strength.
It doesn't affect your magical items, it just affected your stats.
Okay.
Anyway, John, were you able to drop your core stats successfully?
Oh, let me.
only gonna-
Could I toss?
Yeah.
I'm
So,
only gonna drop the core stats that matter, which is strength and dexterity. As of this,
I'm just gonna subtract 1 from all of my rolls.
no, I'm just.
Actually,
And my There's another word.
Wait, this isn't good. My strength is -1 now.
You fool.
No.
Andy,
There.
out of curiosity,
So
could I drop rot or decay and let him throw it?
Well, you got to remember, those blades have to be used in conjunction with each other. You use both of them at the same time, or not at all.
Okay, then I'll drop both of them and toss them.
Yeah.
okay then.
So what is your plan, John?
Throw the daggers and throw your sword.
I guess what Jariah said.
You're gonna take rotten decay from him and throw them.
Yes.
And then throw
Either
your
that or
sword.
I've got a boomerang.
Or I can either one of those.
I would recommend taking the boomerang because if you take rotten decay, you're basically taking his only real weapon from it.
Okay, then
I'll
I'll
just summon them back.
just
You
take the
could.
boomerang. I'll just take the boomerang.
Throw your
Okay.
sword.
I just throw it.
To drop my boomerang for him.
Alrighty. Real quick, was it just a regular boomerang or was it bonused?
+1.
There's no boomerang in that thing, so. Could you remind me of its stats real quick?
Here. That'll be the easiest way.
Thank you.
Throw your sword.
+1 boomerang. Deals 1d6.
Let the sword fly.
And
If
boomerang.
you're gonna throw the sword, throw it at Sigmund.
So I'll
That's what
let
I was
this
gonna do.
be.
If it hits me, then it's likely to hit the thing. So
We'll leave it as your strength modifier for it, since you can use strength for a boomerang rather than dex. Right, and it's a +1, so I gotta add that 1 magic bonus. Alright, there you go. You should have that boomerang in your inventory now. Feel free to use it.
Yay.
There you go. And that sadly does not hit. But this thing does not have the loading property, so you can throw it multiple times.
Alright. Let's swing it again. Throw it again.
No, that one doesn't hit either. But that one does. Let me roll the d20. Alrighty, and you managed to strike the grand jewel. Yeah, whatever, I'll take it. Alrighty, and is that the end of your turn?
Yep.
Alright. Ninvar, your turn.
Well, Ninro is gonna slice and dice again.
Dice and dice again.
And I've already minus my stats.
Okay. So that does not hit.
Ooh.
Roll me a d100 real quick.
did you fucking hit me?
You hit Sigmund.
Yes.
Sigmund, make me an athletics check.
Oh boy. Thanks,
Good.
Nenrar. Hey.
Good Ninja.
19. Fuck all of you.
Ninra, you suck.
19. You smack him with your scythe as you manage to make him let go with one hand, and he clings on with his other, going, "What the fuck?"
No. I don't say what the fuck.
Killing fucktard.
Sigmund doesn't say what the fuck. Sigmund says, "Fuck you, you angel bastard."
Good, Ninra, good.
Alrighty. Anything else for you today?
Fury of blows.
Hit him again.
Alrighty. And that hits. Let me roll the d20.
Punch me again. I'm jumping off of this thing and I'm jumping
Alrighty.
you. I'm
You
jumping on
managed to
you.
strike it again. You're seeming to have very
Well,
good luck.
hold on.
Yes.
Wait, did I strike it?
Yeah, you hit it.
So, since Sigmund's there, I get sneak attack, right?
I want him to have
Yes.
sneak attack.
Yes.
I'm not his ally right now.
Jariah is also there, so yes, you also get the sneak attack.
Jariah is.
So I'll add sneak attack to that. So that's
Another d6.
And
Sigmund is
Jariah
very
is
much a
laughing
neutral party at
hysterically.
the moment. Sigmund is very much a neutral party at the moment.
and then one more.
Are you rolling that d20? Did he finally hit? Did he finally kill that last decoy?
No, it's just I have to roll an 11 or higher for that last decoy, and I haven't rolled an 11 or higher yet.
Alright.
Alrighty, and that one also hits.
And then I'm going to take an opportunity attack, and I'm going to fly down to the ground.
Can I make an opportunity
Well,
attack?
not all the way to the ground. Well, I'm still
Still hovering above the
I'm
ground.
20 feet. I'll fly down 10 feet.
Okay. And, you know what, Sigmund? If you want to let go of this thing to try to strike Ninvar as he's coming down, you can.
I mean, you can make unarmed strikes with your feet, can't you?
I can.
True, but I would think he's doing all of his focus trying to hold on to this thing.
Still kick.
I can let one of my feet. I can just take off one of my shoes and hope it hits him at high speed.
You got a chunkla, this motherfucker?
I want to. I very much want to.
Do it.
Like I said, this is up to you, sir. If you want to do it, go for it.
I don't want to let go, but I very much want to chancla him.
Do it.
Alright, I'll let you chunkla him, but you'll have to roll me another athletics check to stay on.
No. That's not worth it. Trying to get this staff and get the hell out of here.
Ninvar, as you're leaving melee range, this thing does throw another rock at you. It misses, but it threw a rock at you. Anyway, that brings us to JoJo's turn.
All right.
Oh, hit by a ranged weapon. Okay. I was definitely going to try to catch it again
What I hit?
punch it back.
Alrighty, let's roll that d20. Yep, you managed to hit it. For the record, I've rolled nothing but 9 and below for these d20s for the things. For the clone. Right. Yeah, nothing but 9 and below.
Seeing that shatter is working, we're going to go with a little bit stronger shatter. And Sigmund said something that JoJo thinks is racist, so Sigmund also makes a save.
Alrighty. And as you cast shatter spell, as you cast shatter at it, it counterspells you.
Yeah, guy. Yeah, Grand Jewel. We're on the same side right now.
You fucking asshole.
Fuck you, JoJo. Fuck you, Ninvar. Fuck all of you.
You do realize that my jump height, because my magic item sets my strength to 21, my high jump is 24 feet because of my magic items.
Meaning you're still in range for bitch slapping.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
And I can't get the staff. And I think everybody wants the fucking staff and to get the hell out of here.
Eddie, is that the end of your turn, sir?
I wanna try and jump up on the
Sigmund.
Yeah, on the Sigmund, and
Eddie,
try and pull him
I'll
down.
need an athletics check and a sleight of hand check to grab onto him and try to pull him down.
I'm
Sleight of
gonna.
hand? Okay.
Yeah, sleight of hand to grab him.
I'm gonna roll
Because he is moving with the clones.
Okay, wait. So sleight of hand is to grab him. Which one is the athletics for?
To pull him down.
Oh, okay. So sleight of hand, then athletics. So the sleight of hand's a 5.
Alright, so you jump up to try to grab him, but he's moving too quickly with the grand jewel, and you don't manage to grab onto him.
Can I use my reaction to instead grab onto the grand jewel, so I don't fall the fucking ground?
Yes, I will allow that.
Okay.
So let's see which one you grabbed onto. Alrighty, you've grabbed onto the grand jewel.
All right.
And is that the end of your turn?
Yes.
Alrighty, Sigmund. So, last you just saw this half-orc motherfucker in plate mail jump up.
No, I know who it is. I know
Jump
who it
up,
was.
and he's
I
now
know exactly
clawed
what
to
he
the
was doing.
same. He's clawed to the same grand jewel that you are, and he's just staring daggers at you.
I just rolled a 3 on a real D20 to determine whether or not I was actually going to focus on the creature or focus on knocking JoJo the hell off of this thing. I rolled a 3. I very much rolled a 3. Sigmund is petty. No, he's made his decision. Intimidation or not, it's gonna happen.
So I'm like here now. I'm guessing.
Yeah.
I'll move the other
I'd very
tokens.
much like to make an unarmed strike and try to knock JoJo off.
Alrighty, make the unarmed strike, and then make me an athletics check.
Use my
This is-
reaction this round. Damn it. Oh well.
That's a 16. That didn't hit.
No, I don't hit shit. Get fucked.
That's a 20 on athletics, though. So
You're rolling really good on your athletics to stay clung to this thing.
yeah. So after that, I want to try to climb up more.
Okay. So you can make it all the way to the top of its head, and it is still moving rapidly, so you can't really stand on top of it. So you'll have to be on all fours.
Well, I don't want to be. I just want to peek my head up to see if I can, just so I can see the dragon blocking staff.
Okay.
Hmm. I already used my action. To swing at the dumbass.
So that's it for you then?
Yeah, that's it for me.
Alrighty. Now, for a skill that I've been forgetting to give this, I'm forgetting to do for this thing. Doo-doo-doo. Anyway.
You know, that's the first attack I rolled this.
Anyway, so as it comes up to this thing's turn, sensing Sigmund here climbing to the top of it, it turns upside down. And so Sigmund and JoJo, I need you both to make those athletics checks again, this time at disadvantage.
This isn't going to be good. That's still a 19. I am rolling decent.
And you both manage to cling onto this thing for dear life.
Ooh.
And
Don't pull the whole I'm gay card right now, JoJo. You don't get that option. You just tried to hit another orphan like yourself. This is not right.
Hold up. I need elevation checks. Jariah, how high up are you right now?
Jariah, you're muted.
So I am. How high up is the creature?
The creature is about 20 feet up.
It's absolutely.
Then I'm
20.
about 20 feet up.
Okay, and Ninvar is 10 feet up. Coolio. So, in between Ninvar and Jariah here, a very, very bright wall appears, and it's just a slab of just this rainbow-colored wall. Real quick, let me get the dimensions of it. Coolio. Draw shape. We will make it blue. And let's see, actually, make it a sphere here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. Actually, we'll shrink it down. So, within that sphere, bubbled on the ceiling, is now a prismatic wall. So, Jojo, Sigmund, and Jariah are on one side of it, Ninvar and John are on the other.
Okay.
That brings us to Jariah's turn.
Is it just an impassable wall?
Oh, it's not impassable. You can totally pass through it.
Don't think I want to.
You probably don't want to.
That's a good choice, sir. Because if it's the same wall that I'm thinking of, that shit has multiple dimensions. I hate that.
And fuck it. I've only got one option.
You have multiple dimensions.
What's that mean?
And this thing is shedding bright light out to a range of 100 feet.
Which negates a lot of my abilities.
Yep. See.
Fuck your
I got you,
invisibility.
Ninrar.
Oh. Ooh. Sorry, my bad. If another creature that can see the wall moves within 20 feet of it, or starts its turn there, the creature must succeed a Constitution saving throw.
Motherfucker.
We all do this. We all do this, man. You fucked us here. You're playing to win. You're playing for keeps.
Alrighty, and that fails. So you are, well, you are in your Dragoon state, so you are technically still immune to being blinded. But yes, I am gonna have to have. Sorry.
Is it the light that's doing that?
Yes.
Oh, never mind. Guaranteed it's higher than a second level spell.
You would
So
be
that would
correct,
be-
sir.
That would be a stupid move on my part to cast darkness. That would do nothing. So instead,
I'm gonna have to pull up the card for this.
I can see where you're going. Like you cast darkness and I cast darkness. I jump through my shadow to your shadow.
yeah, but it doesn't
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 work.
work.
Wait, it turning upside down wouldn't change anything. I'd still be near the top. It was fucking staff. I'd still be where the staff is. Its logic makes no sense. No, I should turn upside down. That'll
Well-
That'll get him away.
Oh wait, I need to
Well, the
make
idea is
sure
to make it
that.
fall off. Because if you're standing on something and that thing is suddenly opposite the way of gravity.
Okay, so that doesn't require constitution or concentration.
Gonna just keep this up and over here so that I can constantly read it. No, over here. There we go.
No, they're not. What the? Hmm.
Alright, so you're gonna try to smite it?
Yeah, and it uses a second level spell slot because warlocks only have.
Yeah.
The amount of
It's trying to
damage
take a.
it's take.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Just make sure you drop the proper
I
slot.
did. So
I don't
there's
think-
that.
I don't think the spell slot thing recognizes that you're forced to cast it at max level.
I don't think so. There's that one, and then there's that one. Then
Smack that bitch! Hey!
Alright, so did you already drop your core stats?
yes, I did.
Okay. So and there
That's
is
why
a
it's only a +4 to Dex.
okay, and there is a -2 because you're in your dragoon state. But those still both hit. Those still both hit. So it has to make a wisdom save, you say?
A Wisdom save for the Wrathful Smite.
Which it succeeds, and it's half damage.
Still gonna take the sneak attack damage.
Yes, it's still going to take the sneak
Let's
attack damage.
see. No, it takes full damage. It's just not frightened.
It's just not frightened. Okay. So that's hang on, I have to do the math.
Smack that bitch.
I'm glad I'm not a drow.
I'm still in draw.
So I'm glad I'm not a drow. That would be terrible.
Hey, I'm still awake. This is amazing.
You are still awake. It's
Oh, whoa! That second one is supposed to be a crit. Oh no, wait. Oh no, it rolled a 17. Ah, sorry.
you were looking at the top
17
line.
and 18. Damn it. Yeah, I saw 19.
Okay, so
I was like, wait a second. So close to a crit. So my next attack's gonna hit Sigmund. It's gonna be a nat 1.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Y'all are treating me like a goddamn tank. I'm not a tank.
Dodge!
all right.
You did take the dodge action.
Yeah, a long time ago.
Yeah, a very long time ago.
Oh wait, I totally forgot about Rolling the d20 for the... screw it, hit it. Its illusions are faded.
Yeah, it's not moving that fast.
Okay. Because I'm
Sigmund take-
trying to keep track of it.
Sigmund takes a break. Throws up on top of John's head.
Okay, that brings us to John's turn. And John, you are within 20 feet of this thing. Within the wall. Within 20 feet of the wall. I need you to make me a constitution save.
What is the DC for this save?
Let's see, the DC would be equal to this thing's spellcasting save. Let's see, and it uses intelligence, so it's 8 plus intelligence.
I just need to. Well, that's a 26 for John.
Let me. Maybe it'll tell me the save if I link the verbiage to this thing. Okay. The spell save is 16, so he does succeed. You are not blind. Congratulations.
Now
But you
gotta
also
find out
can't
a
see
way.
through.
So I'm not blind, but
You're not blind, but at the same time, you can't see through the wall. From your perspective, you're staring at a red wall.
Do not step through a red wall. Never
He
step through a
can't
red
step
wall.
through the red wall.
why would I step through the wall?
So
there's a hole in the wall.
Can I throw the boomerang over the wall and see if it hits?
you can try.
Yeet!
Hey, listen, if it hits anybody, I'm sorry.
No, you're not.
So
Only one
throw
true
it over
target
the
heal.
wall.
Alrighty.
Wait.
So
Wait.
as you just take this boomerang
Yay!
and yeet it through the wall, you see the boomerang disappear into the wall, and it doesn't come back. You on the other end, you never see the boomerang.
Yeah.
Bye boomerang, I guess. Jeez.
You just lost my
Goodbye.
boomerang.
You did indeed just lose your boomerang.
I didn't know what the wall does. I was just like, well, I mean, I guess just throw it.
You could have thrown a rock if you weren't sure.
Where's the fun in that?
Listen, I'll buy you a new boomerang.
And who said it's gone forever?
It is.
Says who?
I'll buy
The
buy
wall
you a
ate it.
new one.
The wall. The wall says.
Well, you're
The
not
wall
Ishmael,
says it is
so
gone.
I'll hold you to it.
Okay. So there's no way of getting around this thing.
None that you can see.
Not unless we somehow break its concentration.
Oh, don't you know? Prismatic Wall is not a concentration spell.
Oh boy. How far up does this wall go, by the
Well,
way?
shit.
So, the very base of it is 15 feet. And at its widest, it is 30 feet across. Wait, am I reading that right? No, sorry, 20 feet across, which means the base of it is 10 feet off the ground.
And it's like making a dome on the ceiling, right?
Yep.
Wait a minute. Wouldn't that put me
Wait.
in the wall?
No, because of where you are, the edge of it actually comes up. It's in front of you, but it's not actually
Okay.
touching you.
Wait, so it's 10 feet off the ground. The wall is 10 feet off the ground.
Yes, the very bottom of the cone is, the very bottom of the dome is 10 feet off the ground, so it curves up.
So, John could have crawled under. Put him here.
John still can. Again, it's 10 feet off the ground. He could easily walk under it.
Dude, what?
So you
But it's a
didn't
dome.
need to throw the boomerang. Is that what I'm
It's
hearing?
Sir, it's a dome.
It's a
there is no entrance.
There is no entrance.
I didn't know it was a dome.
He's
It
only
is-
said it a million times.
I didn't hear him. You think I pay attention?
It's like the Simpsons movie. Come on, guys.
And
Like
like I
your
said,
ears instead of your ass. Maybe you might hear some shit.
Have you never
Like I
seen
s-
the Simpsons movie, Ants?
Hmm?
Don't.
That is a half a dome, and we all know it.
Yeah, that's what a dome is. What? What do you mean?
No.
half of a sphere is a
Dome
dome,
is a
sir.
half of a.
And technically it is a sphere. It's just, it stops at the ceiling because...
Okay.
If you were to try to break the ceiling around the sphere, around the dome, you would see it continues up into the ceiling.
Yeah, because once
Okay.
you get into spells of that level, it's just a lot of bullshit.
This is a lot of bullshit.
Oh no!
Yeah.
You want to see what's even better bullshit?
No.
It's got
What's even better is what it's gonna do on its next turn. So please continue.
Yeah, even with that, like even without like homebrew abilities, I've seen some of those spells. I know what some of those spells do. It's not. It's not a fun time.
We all got minus. I can't let go of the fucking thing right now. Otherwise,
One hit, kill it. Come on.
that's not gonna happen.
But if one of
Come
us
on,
falls
Sigmund.
into that,
oh boy. Oh
Can't fall
boy,
off.
oh boy, oh boy. So there,
Either me or
Oh,
JoJo
you're
can
monk
fall
through
off.
already.
well, luckily I have a pretty decent athletics check, so I won't. I'm not worried about that.
You should be. Anyway, what are you doing, John? Is that the end of your turn?
I guess so. If there's freaking, I'm not going anywhere near that wall.
All right, Ninvar, your turn.
Isn't
Enroll is not going anywhere near that town, and he is going to.
Oh, right. Constitution save.
Hold on.
At the very least, I have proficiency in my con saves.
And you are blinded for 1 minute. So now you can turn on your blind sight. Now you're relying on it.
Yeah, so
That
I can.
doesn't do anything.
No, I can still see John.
No, I mean, being
But-
blind doesn't do anything for you.
Yeah, I'm gonna move back. I'm gonna fly down to the ground and move back here. And there's nothing I can do.
Okay. Jojo, roll me a Constitution save.
Yeah, I'm not gonna remember to change my stuff. So that fucking goddamn it.
Oh my!
You are also
God.
blinded for 1 minute. You can repeat this save at the beginning of each of your turns.
You know, I can eat some I can eat a little bit of damage from myself. I still have. I'm holding on to it, so I know where it is,
Mm-hmm.
and I have Warcaster. So I can perform somatic components while my hands are full.
Yep.
Oh, and because I'm holding on to it, I know where it is, so I can still have my spiritual weapon attack it.
Yep.
I will be right back.
But I still have disadvantage. Like I know where it is. I know what I'm hitting.
No, I would say you can attack normally since you are attached to it, so you kind of know exactly where it is.
Motherfucker!
Sadly, don't hit. Wow, that is 3 critical fails in a row.
Yeah, that's a 1 in 8,000 chance of happening.
Are you going to attempt to do anything else?
Yes, I am. We're gonna, am I like right? And I'm right next to Sigmund.
About,
So
yeah.
I'm sorry, Sigmund, but I'm gonna cast Shatter like from my palm.
Just
So it's 10-foot radius sphere, includes me, Sigmund, and the beast.
and it has to make a con save, right?
Yeah, it's a con save, and because it's made of stone, it's made with disadvantage. And I'm going and
it failed.
I was waiting for you to say whether or not it was gonna counterspell. So if it's not counterspelling, I'm going to channel Divinity for what is it? Where is it? Where is it? Oh, Destructive Wrath to deal maximum damage instead of rolling. So that because I use it at 4th level. Can you stop fucking dragging, you piece of fucking fuck? So
Say
that's
you want to do that? That's
5d8.
only 9 extra damage.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
Oh shit! Never mind.
Yeah, you rolled pretty well on those.
So
We'll
that's
hold off on that.
so it'd be 31 then.
31 versus 40. Yeah, I'm just gonna stick with the 31 Thunder.
Okay.
And that way I don't. And so Sigmund and I have to make con saves.
Yep.
So
Nope.
that
I didn't make
fails,
that.
and mine fails.
So you
Both
both
of us.
take 31 damage. And doesn't the spell
Nope.
let's see.
You're thinking Thunder Wave.
I am thinking Thunderwave, thank you.
Thankfully,
Okay.
it's not Thunderwave. Yes,
Okay.
push
Yeah.
us into the wall.
And as
Gotta
it
push
turns
me
from
in.
JoJo's to Sigmund's turn, this thing is starting to fire lasers like crazy. So let's see. That shouldn't have been a disadvantage, but whatever. So this actually manages to hit all of you for 23 radiant damage.
Man, I am down so much on health right now. I'm not down yet, but like I'm down on health.
Is it?
You said
Is
23?
it an attack roll?
23. Yes, it is an attack roll. Okay. So Jariah
Fucking uncanny dodge.
has the attack.
Oh,
I have
hold on.
7 hit points right now. I have 7
Then you're
hit
really not going to like me.
Oh, and it's within 5 feet of me. I need to make that
Minus
save.
12?
11.
How many hit points do you have, Sigmund?
7.
Ah, you'll be fine.
It needs to make a
Yeah.
dex save.
It needs to make a dex save.
Yeah, against Wrath of the Storm.
It fails. So
So I'm going to. That's 10 lightning damage.
10
And
lightning
I'm going to
damage.
push, and because it's a large creature, and I have the thing, where is it? Thunderbolt Strike. I'm gonna push it 10 feet. And can I try to hold on to it at the same time?
Sure, make me an athletics check at disadvantage. Sigmund, I recommend you do the same.
Uh-oh.
Because I'm just
There it is.
Where are you pushing it to?
away from it's 10 feet away from me, so that's gonna push it into and through the prismatic wall.
There it is.
It's
Okay.
gonna push it into the prismatic wall. I wouldn't say it.
So,
It's been nice playing with y'all.
Nice.
My monk my monk lived a pretty good life. Never got to meet his son again. So
All right, Sigmund. Let's see here.
yeah,
Please no
yeah.
disintegrate.
Do.
Pretty sure I fucking died.
I need you to make me 6 dexterity saves.
Okay. This isn't at disadvantage, luckily.
Oh, they're
And I
deck
have-
saves. Oh, if he passes all of them.
That's an 18. That's a 14. I'd like to use one of my charges on the Ring of Evasion to make
Okay.
that one.
Okay.
That's
I
a
did
natural
that.
20.
I did that so I could see how far I can see.
That's 3.
You got 3 more.
26.
One more.
26. 17.
that's
Does
a lot.
that make it?
Yeah, it's a 16, right?
Yes, the spell's DC was 16. You succeeded your
Fucking
way
Evasion is a fucking goat!
as you smack into the ground, somehow managing to avoid all damage to
Can
the
I
prismatic
fucking
wall.
3-point landing that? Can I 3-point landing this shit? Can I superhero pose through the fucking prismatic wall?
I will allow this, yes.
Did I hang on?
Yes, you just barely managed to hang on, but you're clutched to the very bottom of it. Another roll that
I
low
just
will not
dodged.
succeed.
I just dodged
the
through
hell?
lasers like a fucking ninja, fucking spy assassin, and land at the bottom of this dome. 3-point, look up at John, say, fuck you, you'll never be able to do anything as cool as this.
Now I
And you
reckon.
stare at him and just give him the middle finger.
Look
I
at
reckon
Linrar, and you'll never
It's
be able to
option
pull
not
this
to
shit
smell
off.
the wall or take the damage.
Samuel's blind.
And that's what you get.
And real quick, Sigmund, how many charges does that Ring of Evasion have?
3.
Okay.
I used one last session, and I used one this session. I still have one more.
Just gotta double check something.
They recharge. It recharges.
Recharges daily at dawn. Recharges 1d3 daily at dawn. Okay. Just making sure. Just making sure that they actually did come back eventually, because don't want to accidentally waste these things. Anyway, it's your turn,
No.
Sigmund.
Yeah. Bottom of this shit.
Wait, how much
Looking-
damage did it take damage from the walls?
No.
Oh, so it's just immune to all that.
No.
No.
Did the wall move with it?
No.
Okay. So does that mean that a part of it is sticking out right now?
Yes. Still 20 feet into the wall.
Okay.
Into the air. And
So 20 feet into the air. But is the most important part of this, which is the fucking staff poking out of the wall right now.
Oh, okay. So it can
pass
Oh.
through without harm.
Oh, that lucky bastard.
But hey,
But is the staff poking out of the wall right now?
I mean it's
No.
No?
Oh fuck.
Okay. Well then, I
Should find somewhere to hide. Does he need to make a
Yes, he does need to make a Constitution save.
fine. If my fucking character sheet would work. There it is.
He automatically succeeds.
He does. He automatically succeeded. Alright.
Sigmund is a 7 hit point warrior right now. The lower the hit points, the more badass he becomes, and it's great.
Sigmund might want to heal because it's its turn next.
Yeah, and it can see him.
Yeah, I'm gonna use my action to actually what's that technique I have? Wholeness of body? Wholeness of body.
Regain hit
It was an
points equal to
action.
3 times your monk level.
I am level 12. I can gain 36.
Nice.
That's a nice, handy technique.
You can only
Do it once per long
once
rest.
per long rest.
But still,
That takes me back up to 43, and I'm going to move
that
the
allows
fuck
you to
away from it.
survive. Hopefully.
And is that the end of your turn, sir?
I'm going to use a bonus action to do patient defense. Just in case it has to roll any more fucking attack rolls. I've never been happier to have fucking proficiency in acrobatics, even though I have one less than my current maximum for dex right now.
Okay. Is that everything for you?
Yep.
Alright, it brings it back to the Grand Jewel's turn. And once again, the jewels on it start to turn blue.
Son of a bitch.
And I need everyone to make me a charisma saving throw.
I'm not gonna make it though. So I'm not even gonna try.
Fine.
I'm not gonna roll. I'm not gonna make it.
And from this point onward, I can't
Jesus
pass
Christ.
DC 22. Oh, I couldn't pass it in the first place because DC 22. Oh no, I could, but now I have to roll. But now even on a crit, I can't pass it. No, on a crit, I can pass it.
So once again, all of your core stats drop by another 2.
Motherfucker.
That means my intelligence is a 4. Isn't there
That means my strength is a fucking 6.
Alright. And then the Grand Jewel finishes passing through the prismatic wall, dragging you with it, Jojo.
Mm-hmm. How does it feel?
So I need you also to make those 6 dex rolls.
Dex saves.
Only 6?
So my
Yeah,
dex
there's
is
6.
9.
There's
now.
6 layers of the prismatic wall.
I thought there was
1,
7.
2, 3, 4,
Nope.
5, 6. Dang.
Okay, so the first one you succeed, nothing happens. The second one you fail, and that's...
Well, I don't have evasion.
Oh yeah, that's right. It's only half damage on a
Half damage.
success. Okay,
Oh, fuck.
so I'll just add it up real quick.
Well, I'm gonna need them one at a time because of my features. So the second one is acid damage?
Actually, you're going from purple to red because you're on the inside.
Oh, purple to red. Okay.
Yeah. So, since you went from indigo first, you succeeded, nothing happened. The second one you failed is 10d6 cold damage.
Okay.
For 21 cold damage.
Okay.
Then you succeeded the third one, which is 10d6 poison damage. Cut in half is 5d6 for 16 poison damage.
Okay.
And then you failed the fourth one. Brings us to the yellow one, which is lightning damage for 10d6 lightning damage. 41.
Okay, I'm going to use my relentless endurance and drop down to 1 instead.
And then you pass through the orange one, though. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, okay, so you pass the orange one for 5d6 acid damage.
He's out.
That's 18 acid damage.
Okay, I'm knocked unconscious, which means I would automatically fail that last one.
You would automatically fail the last one. So
Oh,
that would be a failed death save there. And another failed death save from smacking the ground from 20 feet up.
Somebody get him a health potion or something.
well, I can't see him, so I can't do that.
Yeah,
And
but
that,
everybody else goes before him. So
and that brings us to
I'm-
Jariah's turn.
you have blind sight, man. You can see him.
And yeah, there's no point
I don't-
having you make the con save. You're immune to blindness. So
Well, either Jariah stays in the wall and does absolutely nothing.
or uses his amazingly high dexterity to try to get through the walls.
It's not that amazingly
My
high
dex-
anymore. You made us
No,
drop
it's
down
not.
4 fucking things, man. Did you
Yeah,
forget
my
that?
score is
He
pretty
also
good.
has
Did-
evasion.
Did you forget
Fuck it,
that?
I'm flying through the
Or-
walls.
Flying
Yeah,
through
he
the
has
walls.
evasion, you should be fine.
Flying through the walls. Following
Alrighty.
the beast.
I need 6 dex saves.
Let's see. A 1,
Good.
2,
That's
You-
not good.
Do you still have a +7 in all of them? Yeah, you should still have. Okay, yeah, that's good.
Yeah. I have a +7
Yep.
in all of them. But I dropped mine.
3, 4, 5, and 6.
I'm
Okay,
the only one
so-
who's made it through the walls without a fucking scratch on me.
Okay,
Let's
so you
go.
only failed 2 of them. And so you still only take half damage from them, so for a total of 41 points of damage. And according to... No, minimize that, damn it. And according to the prismatic wall, you took damage from the acid one and the cold one.
Oh, wait a second.
What's up?
I just need a second to double check one thing. Nope, that's just poison damage. Never mind.
Okay.
Belt of Dwarvenkind gives me resistance to poison damage and immunity to the poison effect.
So gives you the 10th level feature of a monk.
Alright. Well, that sucks.
So as you emerge from the wall, you see Jojo collapsed on the floor. Ninvar walking around with his eyes closed.
Well, he's fine.
Oh no, I have the mask on, so they wouldn't be able to see
Right,
my
right.
eyes.
Let me double check something. Okay, so I still got 15 feet of movement.
Send yourself. You're 20
Oh,
feet
this
off.
is gonna suck. This is gonna be stupid. This is gonna be fucking stupid.
Real quick, how many rounds has it been?
I don't know.
Hmm?
I have no idea.
I think I've taken 2, maybe 3 tons.
Yeah, I was gonna say my dragoon form hasn't
I know,
ended yet.
I'm trying to keep track of that, because it lasts for 10 turns. Just want to make sure that, you know,
I
you
used my first turn
collapse.
to jump onto it. I used my second
You
turn.
use your first
jump
3
on.
turns to jump
I'll
onto it,
say
okay?
Yeah,
Like
no, I took my
7 or
first
8.
I took my first 2 turns to jump onto it. My third turn, which was this one, I used to run away. No, I used my first 3. been four. It's been 4 rounds so far because my 4th turn I ended up healing myself.
I'm
But
doing
there
it based
are,
on how many spells this thing's cast. Because some time reverse twice now. It's missing a 2nd level spot from Mirror Image. Another slot, and a 9th level slot from Prismatic Wall. There's 4. Plus, it's done its Rock Throw and its Laser Shot. No, I think it's only done its Laser Shot. It's as a legendary action so far.
and its rock throw as either a reaction or a legendary. So
Right. Okay, so yeah, this is round 4. This is round 5.
Let's see. I'm gonna move. Fuck, why does JoJo have to be falling right next to it?
Die.
Wait,
Good.
JoJo's on the ground, isn't he?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm on the ground with 2
How high up
sailors.
is the thing? Is 20 feet up?
Yep.
Then let's see here.
you can get
I'm gonna
within 5
use
feet of them.
my bonus my cunning action to dash
Okay.
because if I can get right there on the ground, kind of next to JoJo. Oop, not there. That'll work. JoJo's still within 15 feet, but the creature not within range or not within disadvantage.
One more time.
Trying to make it to where I don't have to roll with disadvantage for a ranged spell attack.
Yeah, just so long as you're outside of 5 feet of it. Okay. Oh boy. So that actually hits. And it's a Constitution save for DC 12.
Yeah, you made all my
Oh, your stats low. I know, I'm sorry.
no, not that. You made all my dragoon spells rely off intelligence.
Yeah, because you are an inquisitive rogue. I figured
That
you'd be
relies
prioritizing.
on wisdom.
I thought you'd be prioritizing intelligence, and I apologize.
Nope, wisdom for inquisitive rogue.
Okay, well, either way,
Yeah,
it succeeded.
You're thinking Mastermind Rogue for intelligence,
That's what it was.
and Arcane Trickster for intelligence.
Okay, so either way, it succeeded the save. So the necrotic damage from the attack is halved. However, your dragoon bonus is not. That's different. Though, because of the dragon block staff, your dragoon bonus has been reduced to its minimum damage. So
So 3.
So 3 for that, plus 7 for this. So that's 10 total necrotic damage, plus the 9 piercing.
Which would get JoJo back up.
Heal JoJo for 5 HP.
Heal JoJo for 5. Get him up.
I heal JoJo for 5. Get back up. You can't die unless I say so.
That's what you get.
If you wasn't gonna do it, I was literally gonna go over there and heal him.
That's what you get, you rat bastard.
Addy, is that the end of your turn?
And that does end my turn.
Addy, John, your turn. You can now see it.
Still 20
You
feet
can
in
see
the air.
it. You can jump and smack it.
Yeah, I'd allow that.
John has reach on his weapon, right?
No, that's Ishmael who's got reach.
Yeah, I'll still attempt.
Can you jump 15 feet?
His strength score used to be high enough for that.
Until this fucking. Oh my god. Alright. I guess I'll attempt to do so.
Make us get minus fucking 2 to our usual shit.
I know. I hated this boss fight too.
Yeah, so did
If we
I.
don't kill it quickly, it's gonna do it again.
So, do I just. Which one do I select?
This feels like the plague fight from Final Fantasy IV.
I haven't played Final Fantasy IV, so
So what plague did is it put a death counter after, so it just counted down from 10 to 0. When it hit 0, you died. And if your stats drop low enough in Dungeons and Dragons, you die.
fair enough.
Because I believe if you go like to a 0 in wisdom, you go into a coma for eternity of nightmarish coma.
Anyway, so what are you doing, John?
I was gonna say, I was gonna attempt to jump at it and just hit it.
Okay. So I'll just go ahead and mark the jump as a success. Go ahead and make me the attack roll.
Okay.
Oh,
All right.
when your constitution drops, your hit point maximum drops.
Yeah, we're skipping that for now. Your stuff is only dropped temporarily, so
Yeah,
don't worry about it.
but it's still
But that does
temporary.
hit. That does hit. Make the Constitution save. Succeeds the Constitution save. If you want, I'll allow the multi attack here. Just like you leap so high you can attack it multiple times in the air.
Yeah. So, I jump up, try to hit it again.
Okay.
Might as well. Another one.
And the last one, boy, we have got to get you better weapons, sir.
Or upgrade his current weapons.
Yeah.
All right. Is that everything for you?
Yep.
Hold up, I did my math wrong. There we go. Alrighty. No, we gotta bring you over here so that you're actually next to it. Brings us to Ninvar's turn. Oh shit! I forgot to have John. I forgot to have John roll a Constitution save. My bad. John, roll a Constitution save.
I'll just do it at the end of the turn. He was in such a bloodlust that he could finally hit something.
He succeeded anyway. Alrighty, Ninvar.
Hold on.
Alright, go ahead and make me that Constitution save, Ninvar.
Doesn't matter, so.
Yep, no.
So,
No, you're still blind.
Yep, and I'm still relying on my mask. So, I'm gonna move right here. Now, healing someone with a potion is a full action, right?
Correct.
Okay. Let's see which ones I got.
He's got this one, that one, and the purple one.
Oh.
I hate this thing. I hate this thing so much.
I should be right back.
I know this is the toughest boss fight I've ever made. I'm kind of proud of myself. It doesn't even have that many hit points.
This is such a pain in the ass, I swear.
I tried to get it over quickly by just grabbing the staff and getting out of here, but I failed on that strength check.
There aren't
See.
actually any like in the book. There isn't any rule for what happens when for when an ability score becomes 0. So that'd be up to the DM's discretion.
Real quick question. And
Nature
the
provided what happens with whatever effect reduces your score, because every time it does it, it says in the effect that reduces it. What happens when it makes your stat 0?
Anyway, you were saying, Nimra?
Because you said if I do it as a full action to myself, it gives me the full benefit, right?
Yes. I'll also apply the same thing to if you give it to someone else.
Okay. And that's going to JoJo.
It's going to JoJo. JoJo recovers 40 hit points.
Thank you. That makes it a little. Makes what I'm about to do a little less impactful, but thank you.
And I don't have anything for bonus action I can really do.
I like to think the sound this makes is the same sound as the Reggies in Pokemon.
Oh yeah, this definitely reminds me of like Regirock.
Did Regirock kick your ass this hard too?
No, Regirock sucks.
I'm ending my turn. There's nothing else I can really do.
Alrighty, that brings us to your turn, JoJo.
All right, I'm gonna do Dragoon. I can only cast the Dragoon spells in Dragoon form, right?
Correct.
Okay, so Dragoon transformation, Gates of Heaven. Where's the little icon we use? There it is. Oh, we clicked at the same time.
You have double wings.
Oh, and it removes all the negative effects. So it doesn't matter so that beginning turn thing didn't
Yes.
matter.
Yeah. So, Ninvar, you are no longer blinded, and all of your stats are returned to normal.
Oh, and we said the Dragoon bonus applies to my healing from the Dragoon spells, right?
Correct.
Okay. Oh, but it's
Wait, so
reduced
everybody gets how much?
So remember, your Dragoon stuff is still minimized because the Dragon block stuff is what's emanating the block. So it's only 3 bonus. Yeah.
Okay.
So everybody gets a +3.
So
everyone
55.
heals for 55 healing.
Okay.
All your stats return to normal.
Instead of setting it to 100. Wait, what?
All of your core stats return to normal.
Hey, about us.
Let's go. 20 back into Dex. Let's go, baby.
John, let me help you fix yours.
Do you think?
Yeah.
I think mine upset right. And then I'm just healing full max. And
John.
I'm actually not flying anymore.
And you all have advantage on your next save.
Yeah.
Yeah.
7.
Getting your stuff back up.
And wait, Constitution wouldn't have been 17.
Finally.
Constitution would have been less than that. I think my Constitution was. It was at 13. Oh,
So
it was at 8.
So Jojo, do remember that all of your bonuses have turned into negatives. So you now have a -2 to your saves, -2 AC, -2 to hit, things like that.
Yeah, I'm just.
I've only got one more turn of this, I think.
Manually. So my AC is 17 right now.
Oh boy. Is that the end of your turn?
Right, it would have been 14. That's what it was. It was 14.
Move over here.
This...
It's no longer the time for messing around like that.
Alrighty. And in between Sigmund's turns and Jojo's turn, this thing is going to fire another laser shot at Ninvar, Jojo, and Jariah.
Wow, this thing loves John for some reason, though.
What if I just say no?
One more time?
I just say no.
You just say no.
Okay.
Okay.
No.
So
Does he hit?
No. Stop that.
Okay, so it does manage to hit all 3 of you.
God damn it.
Ninvar and Jariah It's 14 radiant damage, and Jojo, it's 28 radiant damage.
So that's half, right?
No. Oh, that wasn't half.
So I would take 7.
Yes, you and Jariah both take 7.
No.
Alrighty, Sigmund, your turn.
Feeling my strength renewed, I feel more confident in doing this again. It's still upside down, right?
No, it's flipped back right side up.
Fucking hell. Fuck it. You know what? I'm gonna treat it like I treated the green dragon.
Oh, yeah?
I would like. Mm-hmm.
Go
I
for it,
am
sir.
going. I would like to leap up and again try to grab onto it just so I can punch it a bunch. I'd let go immediately after.
So you want to
have-
leap up and punch it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, roll the attack roll.
Feels
Alrighty.
good. It feels good to have that plus 11 again.
Alrighty. So, that hits.
I need a con save.
Sure, you do need a con save. Do you want to use the advantage that Jojo
Wait.
gave you from...
No,
He's not within 20 feet.
I didn't. Did I start
Oh,
my
yeah.
turn within 20 feet?
No, you didn't start your turn within 20 feet.
Okay,
Though, also,
then-
when you move within 20 feet, you have to make the save.
okay. I'll use my advantage
Oh,
on
he
it.
is. That's
Oh, hey. Good for me.
Congratulations, you're not blind.
Yeah.
I won't be
So,
blinded.
but I need a con save from that thing because I'm gonna try to stun it.
You need a con save from this thing. What's the DC?
16, I think, or 15. Is it 15? Let me check key.
Critical failure.
It fucking stunned. It's fucking stunned.
Alright, the thing is
Oh,
stunned.
I hit it right in the fucking in the crown jewels of the crown jewel.
That's amazing. Alright.
8 plus your proficiency, not plus your wisdom. So 4 plus 8 is 12 plus 3 is 15. Not bad. Still failed. And I'm going to hit it 2 more times. Or 1 more time. 3 more times. I'm going to hit it a lot more times. I'm using a key point to do flurry of blows.
Okay, so that doesn't hit. That does hit.
It automatically fails dex saves. I'm knocking it prone.
If only that would work.
Well, if it's stunned, wouldn't it immediately fall to the ground if it was flying?
That is an excellent question because technically it's not like flying like a bird would where it has to constantly hold itself aloft.
So it's like is it neutrally buoyant in the air?
Yes. So it's literally just sitting there in the air, almost as though the air is the ground for it.
If I
Right, so
could
it's
not.
neutrally buoyant in air. You just move it and it'll stay there. Well, momentum, but then once it's gone.
And
So if that's the case, could I make it roll a strength save? Does the stun effect? Does the stun status effect make it?
makes it so that it skips its turn, and so that you guys have advantage on your attacks.
Yeah, but like also would it make it so like I don't remember what I know it automatically fails dexterity saving throws. I know it
And automatically
like,
fails
skips.
strength saves.
Okay, then could I push it 15 feet down?
Just fucking
That's
jump
going
up
to
and
require a
volleyball.
strength check from you, not from it.
Oh no. Let me check something. Open hand technique.
You want to try to push it 15 feet away from you. Unless you somehow manage to get above it, it's not going 15 feet down.
Could I run up it?
No.
Stun like a. Can I angle my palm strike to make it like diagonally? Then push it 15 feet away from me diagonally down. Then
If you tried to push it away from you, it's going to go straight away from you.
what if I?
So then don't use open hand.
I'm taking away its reactions,
Taking away its reactions.
even though it's stunned already. I
Okay.
want it to feel helpless
And it's stunned until the end of its next turn, right?
until the end of my next turn, or until the beginning of my turn. I think. Check.
So the
Stunning
reaction thing
strike.
is until the end of your next turn.
Stunning strike.
Till the end.
Until the end of your next turn. Okay.
So until the end of my next turn, it's still going to be stunned, which means I'm going to get advantage on it.
Okay.
And this last hit, I get advantage on because I've only rolled 3 attacks.
Okay, roll
Wait,
it,
did
sir.
you push it 15 feet away from you?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
Okay, so that also hits.
I land. I say, it's not going to take any turns right now. And I turn to face it.
Okay, is that the end of your turn?
Stick my middle finger up. Yep.
Okay. Howdy. Jariah, your turn.
It's kind of stuck
Alrighty
there. You
then.
get you're going to have an easier time with it. Okay, you're getting advantage.
Yep.
Which means you get sneak attack as well.
Let's see. Oh, we're gonna use the last one.
For Wrathful Smite. Okay.
Wait, it moved 15. No, it was forced movement. Never mind.
What the
Wait.
fuck? I can't get a crit for shit.
No. So Rot hits, Decay does not. Let's make the Wisdom save for Fear. Ha 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 ha! It failed.
Well, we all know what the field
It
status
has me.
is.
Doesn't it have to move? But it can't move.
Nope. Nope. The field status says it can no longer move towards Jariah.
Okay, so gonna do math now.
The door. And Jariah is going to spend the rest of his movement going down to the ground.
7
Rogue and the
My
monk.
turn.
plus 27 plus 14. Stop making me do math, damn it.
No,
41.
you chose this life.
Sad part is you're not wrong. Wait a second. Who all is within 5 feet of it?
I am.
You're still flying up 5 feet to it? I thought you were on the ground because of Gojo.
No, I'm on the ground. Yes.
Could I use my movement to like move
Okay, so
however
then
many feet I
the
have
sneak
left?
attack damage is null and void.
No,
Wait,
he got advantage.
because he got advantage. That's right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, hang on. Let me pull out my fucking calculator because I can't be trusted to keep track of all this shit. Calculator.
Movement to get away.
So. Okay. I think that's all of it. 57 points of damage.
Damn. Bitch.
There's more hits coming its way.
There's more hits coming its way.
John, you rat bastard.
Brings it to
Hit it where
John's
it
turn.
hurts.
Phone died even though it's charging. Okay, so he's flown to the ground. He's ending his turn there.
Oh, I hate when that happens.
That is the worst.
Anyway, Johnny boy, what you doing, sir?
God, Liz.
You're
I don't
muted,
know if you know this,
sir.
but you're muted. Oh, he's hitting it.
Oh, okay.
But
Roll
you get
with
advantage on it.
sir.
You get advantage.
Oh, rolls advantage?
Yeah,
Yeah,
with
you're rolling
advantage.
with advantage, my boy.
Okay, wait,
I
hold up.
stunned it. That's why I said hit it where it hurts.
Ooh.
Alright, so that hits. The first one also hits, but just roll me another one, just normally to see we're crit fishing here
So without advantage?
without advantage. Roll another one without advantage. We're just crit fishing.
Okay.
Crit, fish for that crit.
Yeah, and we didn't get it. And you do have one more attack.
Yeah, you do have one more attack. Roll that one with advantage.
Okay.
I know. All this turning advantage on and off is crazy. Okay, so the first two hits. The second one does not. Sorry,
The second one does.
Sorry,
Right now.
I meant the third
one.
I meant the third one. I know what I'm talking about sometimes, I promise.
Only sometimes.
Only sometimes, though.
You see, I tried to end this peacefully, Drew. Now I'm choosing violence.
He tried to negotiate. Okay.
He tried to.
I just tried to steal it. Pick it up.
Just wait till he eventually finds out that the DC for pulling that thing out of the Grand Jewel was 30.
Are you serious?
I'm serious.
Does anybody have a strength?
It is
Does
the
anybody have an
Guardian.
athletics of 10?
It is the Guardian of the Dragon Block Staff. It's not gonna just let it go.
Well then, it seems I had no choice from the beginning.
Is that the end of
How
your turn, John?
long?
Yes,
Because
yes,
I'm
it
like-
is.
Invar.
Ninrar is not here right now.
I am here.
He is
Oh,
here.
he is. Where did that voice come from?
How many rounds has it been?
Oh my God, he's all around us.
It's been 6. We're on round
And
6.
each round is how many seconds?
6.
Ugh.
So 10 rounds is 1 minute.
All right. I'm trying to keep track of my celestial form because I got a 10-minute time on it.
You have more than enough time for that, buddy. Buddy. I combined brother and buddy.
All right. So my next twit, I'm actually going to attack this round.
You get advantage.
With a fucking hit. About damn time. Alright. And that's maximum sneak attack damage. Okay, I love
Kill
it.
it. Kill it.
Alright, hold up, doing math.
Love to You love to see it.
That's 45 damage with a single hit.
All right. Well, we're going to go do it again.
Another?
That's a 27.
That's 26. So that's doing math.
Ooh.
Okay.
And then spending a key point. Hold on. Let me read something real quick.
Holding on, letting you read something real quick.
All I'm thinking now is the minute Sigmund stunned it. Fight back!
So
Fight back!
as
Fight back!
as it's stunned, what does it fail?
Strength and dex saves.
Okay.
Jojo, if you got a strength or dex save type spell,
You know what? I'm gonna spend one key point to do flurry of blows.
Okay. Okay.
or as Gust would say, Feathers of Fury, motherfucker!
Those both hit.
Alright, and I'm gonna spend another key point. For my own stunning strike.
And that's a Constitution save.
Would that work?
Mm-hmm.
What's the DC?
It'd be less than mine.
It'd be 8 plus 4
8
is
plus
12.
wisdom plus your proficiency modifier.
14.
Yep, one less.
It succeeds.
Okay. I tried.
Alright.
Don't worry.
Jojo.
I'll see if I can continue it. If it's not already dead.
Cool.
Automatically fails dex and strength, my friend. And you get advantage on your spiritual weapon would get advantage on the attack.
His
Well, my
spiritual weapon was dispelled.
Went away when I went unconscious. And I'm not
Oh,
recasting.
that's right. That is right.
What I'm gonna do. I'm running out of spell slots for my good spells. So it fails dex. Do I even have any? Can I even make a dex save right now? It's still. No.
We're in a building, right? Like there's
Yes.
no open sky above us.
Yeah, there's a 20-foot ceiling.
Okay, but when it came out of the ceiling.
No.
It was attached to the ceiling.
No.
Yeah, we're just gonna go like that, and then channel divinity because look at that damage. So that was 68, so 48 damage if it fails, and it has disadvantage. I'm gonna do it so that. Oh, can I even do this? No, my friends get hit. I don't want a friendly fire right now.
Oh no, nobody's really near it. Everybody else is on the ground.
Oh, it's in the air. Everyone else. Okay, yeah.
So it's a con save with disadvantage.
Yep. If it passes 24 thunder damage, if it fails 48.
It fucking crit failed.
Yeah, fuck you.
No, not minus 487. God damn.
No, yes, minus 487.
Is that the end of your turn?
Oh yeah,
Oh, and you are in your dragoon state, right?
yeah. So the DC was actually
14. So.
Wait, does it normally add to my DC?
Oh no, it doesn't. Sorry. Well, either way, you're also supposed to deal the extra radiant damage.
Oh, that's like 3 damage right now because it's rolling minimum.
Yep.
Worst.
And that brings us to Sigmund's turn.
Alright, you big bastard. Let's go for one more round.
No, Ninra did not manage to stun it again.
I might, though. One. That should... Yeah, it should be an advantage. Yeah. But I'm gonna need a con save, sir.
DC?
15.
It succeeds.
Alright. One more con save.
Hang on. One more. Woo! Sorry. I accidentally deleted his hit points. One more con save.
Yep.
Succeeds again.
Flurry of blows. That's a natural 20.
Nice. And you also rolled maximum damage for the knuckles.
And this is going to be the last one. One more con save.
And once again, a success.
And last one.
That does not hit. As at the end of your turn?
Taking away his reactions.
Okay.
And I'm walking back.
Alright. Brings it to this thing's turn. And it's going to step back through the prismatic wall. And real quick, before I forget to roll this ability again. And since you all can't see through the wall, you can't really tell what's going on there.
Let me guess. It takes 2 away from our whole stick and everything.
Nope.
Oh. Wow.
Ah, but if we can't see it, that means it can't see us.
Who said
Unless
it needs to
has,
see you?
true sight.
Let's see here. Ready. And, yeah, that'll bring us over to Jariah's turn.
I wonder what would happen if I fired a Kamehameha through a prismatic wall. Would it be like the whole cell energy orb thing?
Never know. You'll have to chat
I'm
and
about
find
to
out.
find out. I'm about to find out. It's not like I'm throwing anything of use into it.
Like a boomerang.
Yeah, like a boomerang, John.
Listen, I'll repay him later. I'll buy him a new boomerang.
Says the con artist.
No, it has not been 10 rounds. It's only been 7. I think we're currently on 8. He wants out of his dragoon state so badly.
Oh, no.
Imagine how I feel. I've been in it for like what, 2 rounds now?
2 rounds now, yeah.
It's amazing. I'm still awake.
It's amazing we're still alive.
Well, I mean, one of you almost wasn't, so. I mean, 2 failed death
No,
saves.
JoJo would have been fine.
I kind of did that to myself, though, if we're being honest. Like, I totally could have played that out to not die.
Just gonna take the dodge action. Okay. Wait.
Oh wait,
I am waiting. Just gonna ready Eldritch Blast for when he pops out. Okay.
hold on.
I shouldn't have looked up the prismatic wall to see what was going on. Because now I don't know if
JoJo would know what it is.
if JoJo would know, if JoJo would be like. It's like JoJo has good world sense, but not good like good world sense without good problem solving.
Roll an Arcana check.
Okay.
I'll take a piece of that.
If it's
action.
above 15, he knows what it is.
Yeah, because if I know what it is, which I don't, I would know how to deal with it. Okay, if I don't know what it is, because like you know what I'm thinking about, right?
Maybe? I don't know.
How you can peel away the layers of the wall.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So for that,
I have. Go ahead.
for that outer layer, is it solid red or does it look like firewall? Holy!
Actually, I don't think it specifies. It's just the color of the wall is red. Multicolored plane of light, blah blah blah. Da 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 da.
Thinking back to it, I should have pushed it 50 feet away. Wouldn't have been able to go back into the goddamn wall.
Depends on how much movement it has.
Let's see.
Wait, booming blade damage and shit. Alright? Because it moved more than like 10 feet, right?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. What is the damage for that? You gotta remind me of these things.
Well, he's not here to remind you. 14. Thunder damage.
Yeah, no worries.
A real quick question, Drew.
What's that?
The Ring of the Ram, that cannot push large creatures, can it? Or was it huge?
Let's look it up. Ring of the Ram. Da-da. No, all it says is on a hit, for each charge you expend, the target takes 2d10 force damage and is pushed 5 feet away from you. It doesn't say anything about size.
Okay. Because we had this talk last time about the huge Varrock, because I was going to push it off with the Ring of the Ram.
Oh yeah, yeah, huh. I think we ruled that huge and above is too big.
Okay.
Yeah,
Anyway, what is
thing's only
John
large.
doing? What did John do?
Where is John? John, get your ass in here.
What did John
Your
do?
turn. Yeah, you. It's your turn.
Oh,
Not much, obviously. Inside the wall, but
shit. Okay.
For once, one of us isn't like literally latched onto the thing.
It's
Oh,
just
yeah.
stuck in there.
And
Well, it's
it's
in there.
just now imagine you guys tear away all 6 layers of the prismatic wall to be met with a giant fireball.
Yeah, I'm not taking that chance.
That's you're
Right,
just gonna.
it'd probably take us multiple rounds to do that.
It would. Is that gonna be everything for you then? Just gonna stand there and pray to God it doesn't come out.
Yeah.
How would
Alrighty.
one rip away layers of the wall?
Well, you rolled a 10 on your Arcana check, so you wouldn't know.
Exactly.
Ninvar, your turn. What you got, buddy? Oh. Apparently, he's piecing out.
He left. That's what he had.
Hello?
He dipped. Hi.
I had to switch from my phone to my computer because my headset died.
Okay.
And I have to make a Constitution save.
Honestly, I'm not worried about the Constitution saves. For the blindness, yeah, I really don't freaking care. Especially since it doesn't affect you anyway.
This is true.
Yeah, if
Alright.
you're immune to the effect, you pretty much automatically succeed.
I'm moving over here on that pattern I showed. So by flying over here, I could tell it's inside. I could definitely see if it's inside the wall, right?
Yes. It is most definitely inside the wall.
I am going to cast. I'm going to try to push it out. This way.
Okay?
So I'm going to try to aim the ring of the ram for the center. Make sure I got this right.
Smack that bitch. You a punk bitch for running. You get jumped like a man in these
Oh,
streets.
hold on.
I have glass.
Why do you have glass?
So
Because I
each
looked down and
charge.
my picture frame was broken.
Oh, rest in peace, your picture frame.
Yeah. The
I
picture
remember
On
inside
each
is still safe, so
charge.
that's all that matters.
On each hit for each charge spent. So I'm going to spend all 3 charges. I don't know if it's going to roll them individually. On a hit. On a hit. Never mind. I missed it. So I'm going to spend all 3 charges on the ring of the ram and try to knock it out 15 feet.
Okay, go ahead, roll it.
Right, and make sure I don't advantage check.
that one, that one.
You would actually have disadvantage
Disadvantage.
because you can't see it.
Alright, let's try this.
All right. So you you pump your fist out towards the wall, and 3 spectral rams fly out towards the wall and impact upon the wall, and nothing happens.
Okay. Well,
Is that everything for you?
I mean, that was my action, so I can't.
Isn't that a magical range attack?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, orange magical range attack. Never mind. I didn't. I should read the whole thing before I go.
And brings us to JoJo's turn.
Okay. Well, JoJo's gonna let's see. There's a thing. Is it a level or is it like an hour? Oh, okay.
Fuck that shooter.
Use my action. Okay.
Fuck that
I'm
shooter.
gonna use my action to get God to say, "Hey," to get God to remove the wall. I'm gonna like get on my knees and pray, and implore on and
Jojo,
implore.
this is no time to suck dick.
Dang, there goes that.
Yep. The deity looks down at you
It says,
and then looks
"Hey,
back up. So you can handle this. You got this.
I got this." I remember one time in a campaign I used divine intervention, and that specific god thought my predicament was funny and laughed at me.
Alright. That everything for you?
Yeah.
Alright.
Nothing.
Sigmund.
Sigmund is gonna run up and see what the range for that shit is. 30 by 10 feet. By 10 feet.
Oh,
Okay.
I need to mark that. I am 20 feet.
Getting in to that point. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna go like directly under the dome.
Okay.
And I'm gonna charge up a Kamehameha just because I want to see what it does.
Okay. A
And I'm
regular
gonna
one or a
fire.
big one?
No, not a big one. I don't think
Okay.
it'd be worth it to charge a big one.
Okay.
And I'm
Then
going
go
to
ahead and roll it.
fire a Kamehameha.
Mm-hmm. Alright. So, you fire up your Kamehameha, and the wall, the beam impacts with the wall above you, and like splits into several different smaller beams. Luckily, nobody gets hit, but yeah, no. Your
Alright,
Kamehameha doesn't do shit.
I figured. Just wanted to make sure.
Is that the end of your turn?
Yep.
Alright. And that brings us back to the Grand Jewel's turn. Alright.
Chargeable.
And this thing kind of comes over and pokes a small part of it out towards Ninvar. And casts a guiding bolt at him. Just making sure that's not at advantage. Yeah, first level. 4.
Petty as hell.
Okay, and it hits Ninvar for 18 radiant damage, cut in half 9.
That
9 radiant damage for resistance.
you all cut in.
What? What was that?
Oh, hello.
Hello?
We lost him.
We're losing you.
You're
Yeah,
losing
we're
me.
losing you.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh
I
no.
tried to disconnect and reconnect.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
I think so.
Okay,
So
so
what?
Hatter, I did not hear what you said. You were
I was
all
trying to figure out what you were saying.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, I was saying the thing just poked a small portion of it out from the prismatic wall and shot you with a guiding bolt for 18 radiant damage. Cut in half is 9 radiant damage since you're resistant.
Okay.
And then ducked back in.
All right.
And that, god damn it. Hang on. Yep, nope. My whole computer's lagging up. Nah. Hmm. Well, this isn't good. Wow. Okay. Are you good? Can I try again? Wait for that to load before I do anything. Okay, let's try this again. Alright, can you all hear me? Can you all
I can hear
see
you.
me?
Yep.
Thank the maker. Okay, sorry. My computer decided it wanted to be a bitch.
Well, you know what you do to bitches, right?
Pimp
Honestly,
smack them bitches. Pimp smack them hoes.
honestly, it's still kind of being a bitch, but you know, whatever
Smack it.
floats its boat, I fucking guess. God damn. Hang on, give me a moment while the computer decides to play catch up.
I'll show your computer catch up. It's like my favorite thing to do at work is to threaten my machine.
I just have really bad road rage.
Try again. Pop out. There we
You know
go.
what sucks?
Hmm.
When you turn the corner and there's 2 invisible enemies.
When you turn the corner and there's what?
Invisible enemies. I started playing Fallout 4 while I was waiting for your internet to fix. I guess it
There
was
we
your
go.
computer.
Okay.
I turned down the corner and there were 2 night kids. Oh yeah, hi.
The fuck? Oh, minimized. Don't minimize. You're binned. No. Okay, Discord's being a bitch now, but whatever. We can hear each other, we can still play. Let's keep going. Anyway, so Jojo, you took the damage. That does bring it to Jariah's turn.
Wait, I took
Under
damage
R.
from what?
No,
No.
I
Sorry,
took
Ninra took the damage. My bad. Sorry. Too many names.
All good. We figured it out.
We'll figure it out eventually.
It just
So that means I heal for 90 points, right?
No.
Not yet. I have to heal you for you to heal.
Well, unless the DM says otherwise.
Alrighty, so this is turn 9. I think.
Jariah, what are you doing?
I have a shiny, sharp piece of glass.
Oh, he's flying through.
No, he's going under.
Or is
Remember,
he?
I can't heal when I cannot heal when I cannot see.
That's what an AoE is for.
He's going through. He has some major cojones on him.
Stand under it in the middle of the dome. Okay. That's, and I assume you're going to repeat hold action. Okay. John, your turn.
Okay.
Your sword.
Oh, the sword. I mean,
My sword, if I had one. Where'd I go, sword? That is a massive fucking great sword.
Oh, whoops! I forgot to pull out the stuff again. No, not wild ones. This is a fussing container.
so is it like slightly sticking out?
No, it stuck itself out, smacked the Ninvar, and ducked back in.
Okay.
I'm going to be
Yeah,
doing
did this little thing
stupid
called
minutes
being a
soon.
dick.
Let's see. Do I have something extra I could just throw?
You have a crossbow.
Okay, let me see if I can just shoot it. Shoot at the freaking wall. Hope it goes through.
Okay. So you fire a crossbow bolt through the wall, and you do not know if it hit or not.
Okay. I guess that's just gonna be the end of my turn.
Ninvar.
I'm gonna fly down near Jariah, underneath it, and I'm gonna hold action, and I'm gonna slice it.
Okay. Jojo.
Gonna line myself up with my friends so that if it comes out to And then ready, I guess. What do I want ready? I will. I did prepare that. Okay, if it pokes out a part of it, I'm gonna smack it with a guiding bolt. That's my ready action.
Okay.
Next time a point pokes out.
Sigmund, what are you doing?
I can see underneath the dome, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm just gonna ready a Kamehameha if it pokes itself out underneath or on our side.
Okay then. Alrighty. And as you all are sitting there, readying yourself for its attack, the room turns blue. And I need you all to make a charisma save.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
I'm not gonna roll for failure. No,
Nope.
got me fucked up.
That was not supposed to be at disadvantage.
So
And you all know the drill by now.
Mm-hmm.
You all lose 2 points to your main stats.
Mm. Boy, oh
on.
boy, oh boy.
Alright.
Hey yo, hey yo, hey yo. That should not be negative 18.
Wonder.
Be negative 18, bro. Hold up.
Alrighty. And Jariah, this brings it to your turn. This is your final turn in your Dragoon state. No, it has not popped back out yet. He's charging Death Bowl and holding it until it does. Oh my goodness. Okay. John?
Oh. Okay, I'm behind.
I'm just gonna hold out for now.
Okay. Ninrar.
Hold action.
Holding action. Alright. Alright. Jojo?
Want to take a dodge action?
You're gonna take the dodge action?
Yeah.
Alrighty. Sigmund.
Um, so plus the number of key points like the island. only have 2 key points to be fair. But on the off chance I roll below a fucking 12 on a D100, I lose this fucking item. And look how many hit points it has left. If we all hit it at the same time, it's gonna fucking die, hopefully.
Okay.
You know? So I'm just gonna charge up a regular Kamehameha.
Alrighty. In that case, that brings it to the Grand Jewel's turn. I think it's time we ended this.
I do too.
Alrighty. So from over here, it lowers itself out of the prismatic wall to be level on the floor. Everyone who can use your held actions, go ahead and do so.
Yeah, I need to subtract 1 from my. See, there.
Oh, I'm sorry, that's a strength save, not a con save.
Oh,
My
I'm
bad.
so dumb. I should have known. This thing deals guiding bolt deals radiant damage. I'm dumb.
Because of Wrathful Smite. Wrathful Smite was several turns ago. Could you link the verbiage for me?
Yeah, man, we gotta see the verbs.
What the birds do?
Let's see. It doesn't say anything about making it with disadvantage. Though it also says if the target is a creature. This is not a creature.
Yeah, it's a fucking rock, my dude.
This is a construct. Yes, because I didn't think that, because it didn't, what I saw didn't specify the word creature at that time. So that was my fault. I didn't look at all the text. And either way, doesn't your thing take 2 turns to charge? So it would only have disadvantage on the things that you threw at it, not the things that Sigmund's throwing at it. Let's see. So either way, so it succeeded the strength save. So for half damage is 20. Let's see. Ninvar hit it pretty well for decent amount of damage. And the guiding bolt hit it, healing it for 6 points of radiant damage.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, I'm kind of in the heat of things. Like, oh shit, I need to hit this bitch. Forgetting that it's not a good idea. Yeah, I love that idea.
Okay. And real quick. Just Then let's do this. How big across is this room? Cool. So, I need everyone to roll me a Constitution save.
Oh boy. Nope. I ain't doing that. I ain't doing too good on that.
Ooh. Yikes.
But this does include the Grand Jewel has to make this save as well.
Oh, did you fucking? God damn
Alrighty, so.
it.
Oh no. Okay, so. Everyone except for. Ooh, thank you. So, okay. Sigmund, Ninvar. Sigmund and Ninvar take 35 points of radiant damage,
Oh,
Just half.
which is half for Ninvar, right? So that's 17 for you. I also need you to make me. Oh, sorry. And you guys are blinded. John and Jariah also take half radiant damage for 17. And Jojo, since at the moment you are weak to radiant damage, you take 70 points of radiant damage.
Yikes. I'm still alive.
And that brings it to Jariah's turn.
does it look like this thing's hit points haven't moved? Or are we just inflicting that little damage upon it?
Yes and yes. You guys actually managed to whittle this thing down quite a bit. Yes, your Dragoon is off now. Okay. Alright. And the thing has to make a Constitution save. Why can't I click anything on here? Oh, that's fine. I know what I'm doing sometimes, I promise. Alright, Constitution save, DC 18. And it fails it by a single point.
Damn.
So as this thing is hit with Jariah's giant ball of death,
Oh, so that's what made that nuke sound.
What's the
the
radius on
creature
that?
the creature just is completely obliterated, and left in its place is the dragon block staff lying on the floor.
Jesus.
You are no
Why
longer
did we
in
open
combat.
Uh,
You all are no longer in combat.
Did we win?
What I'm wondering is why you didn't start with that.
uh,
Let me just go by a whole lot quicker.
fuck.
I'm gonna pick up the staff.
John is literally just standing there exhausted and he's just crying. Just exhausted because of how long that took. He's just crying, just.
I know, that took like 62 seconds. Think about that. That was only 62 seconds in game time.
You should have fucking opened with that. God damn.
Alrighty. And we've actually been recording for almost 4 hours now. So I think this is a good time to call it quits.
Alright.
Can we
This
take a
session was
long
just
rest,
fighting
Teal?
I am currently I claim possession of the dragon block staff. May I have snacks?
You want the stats of the Dragon Block staff?
Like the stats of the dragon block staff.
Okay, I'll be sure to get those to you once I actually have them. Anyway.
All in favor for a long rest right here? Say aye.
Yeah, Joe
hold
just
up.
fucking-
I
Joe just fucking lays down. So
Hold
I'm
up.
going to bed.
Before you all vote for that, let me just pull something up real quick to show you all.
do we level up?
Hang on, I'm getting there. Nope, no. Pulls.
Cause that shit hurted.
That shit did hurted.
That shit hurted. I almost died, son. Jojo definitely almost died.
I know.
That shit hurting.
Thank you almighty. Okay.
I'm pretty sure if I didn't have relentless endurance, I would have died.
Definitely.
No, 100%. If I didn't have a relentless endurance, I would have died.
Is
Definitely.
this the right one? I think this is the right one.
And nobody can revive you.
Well, of course, without relentless endurance, JoJo
Okay.
wouldn't think that he's invincible.
Okay, fellas. Let's unmute this. And if I can, get your attention directed towards the screen once it decides it wants to load. Alright. Can you all see?
Not quite yet.
Not quite yet.
I'm seeing nothing. I've got a buffering, a loading.
Yeah. Brain as well.
Okay. Let me know when y'all can see it.
Aurora comes out of the bag of convenience.
Aurora
Actually,
Once my
I
computer
see it.
decides it wants to be. Okay.
okay, I can see now.
Interesting cutscene name.
Oh, come the fuck on!
Yep, I've broken. My computer can't handle so much. Cut that. Once my mouse decides it wants to show up. Seriously. On that screen, but not on this one. Oh, and my Discord just completely closed. That's lovely. Technical difficulties. I'm assuming no one can hear me. And with that, you're stopping the recording. Sweet. Maker.